Hi guys, it's Sasha. Today we're going to be opening the December Scrawlrbox. So this month I've already opened everything, and we're just gonna dig right in. The first thing that we get is this kind of unlabeled candy. It's a bit weird. And then the regular Scrawlrbox label. This is the menu that you get every month if you're interested. The challenge is squared away, but I'm not very interested in that, so I'm going to be making something a bit different. Then we get these Faber-Castell metallic markers in gold and silver, and it did take me a really long time to open them. Then we have 6 Derwent pencils. They're metallic and they come in the shades pewter, pink, rose gold, green, purple, and blue. So they're nice. Then we get a really heavy, like it's actually incredibly heavy for a 15 centimeter ruler, but it's a copper ruler, also from Derwent. Then we get this like brushed copper effect sticker. I never use these. And 8 sheets of black sort of cardstock paper. It's meant to be kind of multimedia, so it's thicker than sort of regular paper, but it's not quite watercolor paper thick. And finally is the print. So it's kind of this interesting like geometric metallic effect. Again, I'm not especially interested in like making that today, so the artist is Mirella Duta, if you're interested in her work, I suppose. So I'm gonna be making something different. I'm actually going to be making a Christmas card because it's Christmas. Well, Christmas season, you're probably gonna see this on maybe Christmas Day, hopefully. So opening up the candy, the first thing I thought when I saw it was it's fig candy, and it was fig candy, which I guess is kind of Christmassy themed. It was pretty tasty. Yeah. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve and I've already been drinking and it's like 3 p.m. So first we're gonna test out all of the supplies. Just got the Faber-Castell metallic markers in silver and gold. They're pretty smooth. I think they're like a 1mm nib, so relatively thick. They're nice. What can you do? And then we have the metallic pencils. Now these metallic pencils, they're kind of an interesting texture. The pink and the purple pencils are much firmer and less pigmented than all of the other pencils in the set. So like the green and the gold and the blue, they're all very soft. Also, I did mislabel the rose gold and the pewter. I called them gold and silver, but they're essentially the same. And I did just want to check out whether or not the gold and silver, like how actually different they are. So they kind of look quite close on paper, but all of the materials turn out really well on the black paper. So that's nice. The paper, which I didn't really take advantage of, has a rough side and a smooth side. So the rough side is the side that I'm writing on and the smooth side is the other side. So you can kind of use those two textures if you like to play with texture. It probably would have been better for me to use the smooth side with my project. And I'm just using some Uniball Signo broad pens just so you can see what they look like on the paper. And some of my Posca markers as well, just so you can see, like, you know, they turn out really well on the paper and they don't really eat the paper. And then this is also a Derwent paint pen that we got in another Scrawlrbox that I was just using. And that paint pen has a tendency to leak. And I also wanted to see whether or not you could write with marker over these, which you can, and you can also erase the pencils relatively well. So. As I said, we're going to do a Christmas card, so I was like, okay, I'm going to measure out all of my lettering spaces with the ruler since I got it. I probably should have measured them out better, as you'll see sort of later on. I don't get the proportions really that well. This is kind of my first big lettering project like this, so if for next time it teaches me, I probably should take the time to like do all the preparation steps before you get into it, because it does like help you in the long run. But what can you do? And then just again penciling in all of the letters, making sure that they're kind of spaced well. I got a bit overzealous and decided to put flourishes on the word Christmas, which, as you'll see later on, didn't turn out very well. This is probably not the best time to be practicing flourishes for literally the first time in my life. So again, there's a lot of experimentation today. But yeah, so maybe don't do flourishes if you're not confident with flourishes, and learn how to space out things better. That is my advice.
It's you, baby. 꿈꿔왔던 작은 소원 너만 함께 있어준다면 그 노래처럼 귓가의 종소리도 기다린 하얀 눈터.
And I'm just filling in the word love with the silver marker. It goes on very smoothly. It starts to tear up the paper if you go over the sort of same spot a number of times, but it's like relatively, like it takes a relatively long time to really kind of tear up the paper, so I wouldn't really worry about that. It is a nice broad marker. The color is pretty pigmented. There are some spots I just kind of needed to go over a second time after they dried, but overall it was very smooth and it was great to fill in this like large space with the marker. So I would recommend these markers. I did enjoy them. I will definitely be using them in my bullet journal later on because I do love some good metallic markers. And I also do the Christmas with the gold marker. Now again, the flourishes didn't turn out very well, but that's probably on me. I probably should have picked a better time or practiced with flourishes a bit more before I started this project. And I decided to just double check what gradients would actually look like with these pencils, and these pencils do create a really nice gradient. Like you can build it up to be really smooth. So I decided to put gradients in my other sort of big block letters. So the Mary and the Lots have a gradient. So in the Mary, I've got a gradient from pink to green. And as you'll kind of see, the red is a little bit more patchy, and so the pink is more patchy and is not as smooth as the green pencil, so you do have to spend a little bit more time building it up, but they do have a really like pretty metallic effect. So I enjoyed them. They're quite like the colors that weren't the pink and the purple were very soft, so if you want like very sharp details, you do need to sharpen them quite often. But other than that, I enjoyed them. They're nice pencils, you know. What can you say?
줘 너만 내게 있어준다면 Only you 어린 적 추억들도 소중한 기억들도 다시 돌아온 듯해
And so I just, built up the gradient on those letters, and then I also went into the lots and I built up the gradient from blue to purple on the lots as well. And then I used the pewter and the gold pencils to fill in the other fine details. So the of and the and also the sort of straight line, the thin line on the Mary, I used the rose gold pencil. And finally, I went in with a fine liner and just added some stippling onto the word love to give it a bit more dimension and make it look a bit 3D. And I think like the effect of stippling onto like silver on black paper looks really good because it actually like makes it look like the part is coming off the paper because you've got the black background behind it. So overall, I enjoyed this box. I thought it was quite nice. It's not my favorite. I've preferred the past 3 boxes a lot more than this box. But I definitely feel like you kind of got your £15 worth. So in the end, it was worth it to buy. And I just wanted to share the lovely love message at the end. So thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see this or some of my other lettering work, which is better, please follow me on Instagram at StudyWithSasha. And I hope you are having a great holiday season and lots of love from me to you. Thank you for watching.
나만의 소원을